Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday night on Could Be You TV. As you can see, we do not have our bestie here, Linda Lynn, the star, the lovely, wonderful, beautiful, talented lady that she is. Unfortunately, she's on her way to Miami.
Sounds like fun.
I wish I was there right now, but I can't complain. I just was away myself, so,
Where'd you go?
I went to Mexico. By the way, this is Pat Bradley here. He's going to be filling in with me for a little bit. He's one of our guests tonight. Pat is a director, writer, and producer.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk to him a little bit about what he's got going on, his projects. We had a trailer. Unfortunately, we can't show, but we definitely want you to go check it out. So we're going to talk to him a little bit about that. Again, we're a little bit late, so we apologize. But, again, this show is unpredictable, as usual. So, Pat, it's really nice to have you here. Thank you for coming in and
for having me.
having you come and talk about what you're doing. So tell us a little bit about where you started off now with your writing, because I guess you started writing first. You said you were doing music.
I started writing music back in 1995.
Oh my God, 95.
You could tell by the gray hair, a little
Well,
older.
listen, everybody gets gray a little early now, so.
I started writing in 95. I was 15. And it wound up getting me a job with Jam Master Jay of Run DMC.
Awesome, of course. Legend.
And which led me to writing for his artists, local artists. He used to have a label. And then it led from writing music to videos. And I was writing videos for a lot of artists from Queens, all over. And then he actually yelled at me one day for writing videos that they couldn't film, too expensive. So he's the one that actually put the idea in my head to write film.
Okay.
So it was too long-winded, write film.
Awesome.
So since then, started writing film.
That's your passion now.
Yeah.
Do you still go back to the writing, like the music, or do you really kind of primarily stick to?
If the money's right, I'll
movies?
go to music. But music changed. It's not,
It's not Run DMC.
It's not Run DMC.
But,
No, it's.
There's a lot of different, music, and we talk about this all the time, especially on this show, because we're primarily, Linda's a recording artist. I sing myself, so we talk about music constantly. We have a lot of guests that come on, and how much the scene has changed and how much music has changed in general, and the platforms to put yourself out there as a musician. So I'm sure as a director, it's probably the same. You have a lot of different ways to get your stuff out there or make yourself known as a director.
It's a lot easier now because the equipment costs next to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You can film an entire film on your iPhone, Android, anything 4K. You could film an entire film. Put it out on YouTube the next day. Well, not the next day, but when you're done editing.
And how long would you say? So the movie, how many in total would you say? How many movies or things have you filmed that were finished products?
That I filmed personally, we did 4 shorts and one feature film, which is Into the Valley.
Okay.
And I filmed I've written for other people. I used to be a script consultant, which I used to work at a studio in Astoria, and they used to bring me scripts that they were looking to sell, and I would sit there and tighten them up. So there's actually a couple of years ago, a film I rewrote was actually #1 in the box office. So
And what was that called?
I cannot.
You can't disclose that.
I cannot disclose that. That's what we get paid to do.
The people want to hear.
No, we get paid to be quiet.
Oh, okay, right. You did the background
So,
stuff.
yeah.
All right, I got
They call
you.
it a consultant.
Okay. Well, now I saw the trailer to Into the Valley. You told me a little bit about it, which definitely like a New York film. You could tell right off the bat.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about where you came up with the idea for it and what the movie is about. What
Okay,
is it
the,
that you're trying to put out there, the message of the movie?
The message of the movie is actually hidden in the film. You would have to see the film to get the actual message of the film.
Okay.
But the basic story is there's a guy named Chris, and he's obsessed with Frankie Valli.
Now, for anybody that's watching
Of the Four Seasons,
that
Frankie
doesn't know
Valli.
Frankie Valli,
People don't know he's from the Four Seasons. When you mention Frankie Valli, oh, he's in the group Jersey Boys.
no,
I was like,
that's a play.
Yeah, he's in the group Jersey Boys.
All right, all
So
right.
it makes it easier.
Yes.
But he's obsessed with Frankie Valli for a reason that we get into in the film. And if you know anything about Frankie Valli, he's had a very interesting life. Divorce, alcoholism, and 2 of his children died as he was rising.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
As he
that.
was rising to fame. So this guy, Chris, tries to emulate his life try to model his life after Frankie Valli. thinking he would get that same success that Frankie Valli gets.
Mm-hmm.
And whether he does or doesn't, you'd have to go see.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the trailer looked pretty good. I would say, check it out if, you're interested in
Drama.
drama.
It's dark
It's
drama.
definitely, yeah. You
It
can
gets
tell it's a little dark.
really.
The trailer itself
really
shows
intense.
you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and you filmed it here in New York, right?
We filmed
It's
it here
a
in New York.
film.
We filmed 4-day. We actually shot the entire feature-length film in 9 days,
Wow. Okay.
which is pretty crazy especially for our budget. We did it 9 days, $35,000, the entire feature film. Perspective, a regular Hollywood film is about 30 days, and it can go up to hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
So it was pretty really low budget, quick on time, quick cuts, all that. But it was filmed 4 days in Long Island, mostly Wantaw and Belmore. I'm not too familiar with Long Island, so I think it's Belmore.
You got it.
Wantaw-
Belmore's like literally like right around the corner. It's
Yeah, I think
just a
I
couple
passed
stops.
something on
Yep,
the way.
mhm.
Yeah, and Wantaw Park, and we filmed the rest in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, definitely, we want everyone to check that out. So if they are interested in doing that, where can they find the video?
For the trailer, you can go to YouTube. I think it's Into the Valley Official. Into the Valley Official. Instagram is at Into the Valley. VALLI.
VALLE or
VALLI.
Oh, like his last.
Like his last name.
Okay. I thought it was spelled differently, but that's
No,
just
like Valley, VALLEY.
that's just something now I'm gonna have to learn and see about the film and what learn a little bit more about not only Frankie Valli but the character in the movie.
There's well, the way we came up with the film is I wrote the film with a partner of mine, Nick Buscarino, and he goes to school up in college He goes to college in North Adams, Massachusetts. And it's a long ride home on the New York Thruway with no lights. So he said that driving home, all he had Sirius XM radio, all they were playing were Frankie Valli. So how he got in his mind is it was a little short clip. When you watch the film, it starts off in the 80s, and as Chris is a child. So when it moves on to current times, he's having sexual relations with the escort, and that's where his idea came from. So it's him having sexual relations with.
You can say
I'm
that.
just trying to
It's
keep it.
It's after 10 o'clock and it's an adult.
All
day.
right,
We're
so he's
good.
banging a hooker, and it's about a 10-minute long short film. That's what it originally was. So this kid's idea was this guy can't get off unless the hooker calls him Frankie.
Oh, okay.
So his name is Chris, and he wants to be Frankie. So he can't get off unless the hookers call him Frankie.
So it's like his obsession with the life
Which
of Frankie Valli. or
Overall,
being
being Frankie Valli.
Got it.
So from that, we turned it into this dark mess of a story.
Well, I mean, listen, an idea has to come from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely interesting. So from the time that you started writing the film, how long did it really take to finish writing it before you decided to start shooting it?
The writing took longer than everything else because what happened was the partner wrote one version, I wrote the other, and collaborating, you're never going to be on the same page. But the problem was we wrote two completely opposite films. So his film was more about Frankie and his relationships with people. Mine was more Frankie and him mentally. So we worked on trying to combine those stories to get something we were ready to film. And that took about a year.
Okay.
The actual writing only took a month or two. But trying to get us to on the same page. Because I'm not giving up any of my story. He's not giving up any of his story. And since we were both, going half money-wise, we had to come to a common ground. And the final product is common ground for the most part.
Awesome. Well, when does that, do you have any, they have the festivals, the
That's
film
where
festivals
we're
and
doing
things
that
going?
right now. We submitted to about 15 film festivals. We're just waiting to hear back. We heard back from 2. It's not really, you have to kind of go through those, those channels to try to sell your film. But it's not really a festival film. It's a little too dark. It's not, the story's rough. It gets things that people just don't want to see. For instance, Sony just came out with a picture, a film, Peter Rabbit, with the bunnies. And
Right.
so they had to issue an apology because of the bunnies were throwing blueberries in the guy's mouth that was trying to kill him.
Oh, because he's allergic.
'Cause he's
I
allergic.
heard about this. Yes.
So now one of our scenes is one of the main scenes in the film has to do with that. So I've gotten responses saying you got to cut that out of the film or change the ending, which I'm not going to do.
Right.
And then we'll maybe take a second look at your film. So
Isn't it like crazy these days? Like, I mean, I get that there's things that you shouldn't say, but the fact that like people are so I mean, like literally comedians can't
you can't say
make
anything.
jokes anymore without
Yeah, no.
offending anybody or somebody. I mean, movies, you know, they
Yeah,
have to issue apologies. Remember Beauty and the Beast came out and people were outraged at, I mean, why did we even have to point out anything? Like, why can't people just
enjoy it or don't
enjoy it? Yeah, I mean,
That's-
you can't enjoy anything anymore without,
That's the
you
part
know.
of art, you know, music, film, comedy,
Exactly.
whatever it is. The problem is people try to take it as a business, which, you know who's doing it as a business, you know who's doing it as art.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to combine it and make sure, your art has to fit this business model, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but you're making it for you. You're not making it for anybody else, and you're hoping other people like it.
Right.
So if people don't like it, you don't like it.
It's one
You know,
person's opinion.
There's Netflix has thousands of films.
Yeah.
You can go watch any other film other than mine.
Now, that's another question. So when you come with, so a lot of things that I see on Netflix are things that necessarily I haven't seen in the movie theater. There's no trailer for it, but you see it pop up, on Netflix or Hulu
Yeah,
or whatever.
Amazon.
How is it that you can get, like, how easy or how difficult or what's the process in order to get, like, your film on a platform like that, let's say? Does it have to be picked up by a festival first, or, like, what's the process?
No. You pretty much just give it to your agent or a distribution company. Usually if you can link up with a distribution company, they'll start to take it to Netflix overseas, Netflix United States, Hulu, whatever it is, and try to shop it.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a 1 or 2 year contract, and then you can take it and move on. But it would help if, you get in a festival and somebody from Netflix wants to buy it right then and there.
Right.
Because they're at all the major festivals trying to purchase it.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
It would.
I mean,
It would.
Netflix of all.
As long as I don't have to change it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're asking you to make a change, how ready are you to do that in order for your film to
Not
be
at all.
seen? You don't want to,
We're currently redoing the ending for us.
right?
Like, we didn't like the response it got when we had a live show, well, not a live showing. We had a premiere in January at another Belmore movie thing over here. And it was the end that really got to people. So we decided just to rework it where it ends on a more open-ended ending. Because it was very closed. It was this, you had no...
This is how it is.
This is how it is, like it or deal with it.
Sometimes, though, I have to say, I saw this movie the other night that was a big Oscar rave this year, The Three Billboards Outside of Missouri.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I did, I liked it.
I liked the movie. The ending, though, pissed me off.
Why?
Because it just kind of ended like where you were waiting for the next part, and it just
Cut off.
cut off, and you were like left there with this assumption, like, did it or didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I get it, and I get from like maybe your perspective, like you want to leave it open so maybe you can come with a sequel, or so that maybe you can get people talking about it. But at the same time, you have the people watching it, or
Want closure.
yeah, like they want closure. Like, and how do you make? Well, you're not gonna make everybody happy.
No, you're not.
But how do you make it so that you kind of tie in ends, but at the same time don't make it so that people are like left pissed off about an ending of a movie?
That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're
if you cut off this part of your movie, it's gonna be.
that's what we're doing. We're pretty much cutting off a final scene, which didn't really come out the way we wanted to, but doesn't add to the story, but it closes it off.
Right.
So what we're doing is we're taking the final scene and just mixing it in with the scene right before it. So trying to create flash forwards and a little just mixture where you don't really know what's going on, what's going to happen. You don't know if it's real or if he's just imagining it.
Well, we're gonna have to definitely check that out.
Yeah,
So-
we'll be having another showing that we'll be giving away tickets online
Okay.
on Instagram, I think.
And when is that? And like, how can people like? We want everybody to check it out. We
May
want
1st, we're going to start giving like a little raffle. We're giving away 330 tickets
Great.
to another showing out in Long Island on a Friday night.
Okay. And then you said again, if they want to check out the trailer,
Trailer
they
is
can
you can go to
or-
YouTube, type in Into the Valley trailer, and it should be the first one that comes up.
Now, and for anybody that might want to, use you for their videos, I mean, are you open to doing music video? We have a lot of musicians that watch the show, a lot of people that are in the industry looking for maybe producers or directors?
I'll write treatments. I won't direct anything.
Okay. So where can people check you out and on your
let's
social
see.
media or on the website? Do you have a website?
I do have a website. It's down right now. It's getting redone. The Instagram is always right. Always right, like WRITE, Pat. Same at Twitter, Facebook, all the other social things.
All right, great. Well, we're really interested in seeing the movie. I can't wait to, I'm going to have it sent to me and check it out myself. Yes. So we're looking forward to that and anything else you have coming up in the future. You working on anything right now? Now you just finished that?
Actually, well, not shoot yet. We're working on finalizing funding. It's a film about a boxer. He snaps, goes to prison, and it's about his rehab after prison.
Oh, wow. And I tell you, we have a lot of boxers here on Long Island, a lot of fighters, MMA, UFC. Yeah. We have a lot of really great supporters that are interested in that. So I'm sure that'll be something that they'll be
should be pretty good.
Looking forward to.
I actually got real money for that.
Hey,
so.
Listen, I'm into that, so I wouldn't mind.
Everybody's into boxing.
Yeah, you go to the fight. I mean, I don't like it when they bleed, but what are you gonna do?
You gotta bleed. It's not fun unless it bleeds.
No, I mean that's not fun. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
So while you're here with me, I want to actually bring up, we have our next guest coming on.
Okay.
She is very sexy, sassy performer,
Oh,
artist.
that's it.
Oh, let me tell you something. I saw some of her stuff, and she is hot. Her name is Danielle Black, and we're going to check out her video, and then she'll come on with us, and we'll find out a little bit more about Miss Danielle here. But first, we want to check out her video, and this is, I'm assuming, Flex, right? We got Flex. Jason?
Bueller?
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 Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true. I feel like things don't make sense without you being part of it. It makes me blue to know that you were the one who even started it. Each and every day I wait. Many times I anticipate staying in the space, praying for the day when you will say, can we go today? Baby, I wanna be with you. Every second I'm flying in the sky, I need it so much, but baby I'm stuck. Baby, I wanna be with you. Always make me smile, yeah, my lifestyle make me feel safe. Tucked in your arms is where I wanna stay. Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true. Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true. Let's tell our friends how we made plans, to the moon and back where we stand. I've been told you were wrong, this love's strong. Stay with you late, not till dawn. I'm just waiting for you to turn the light on. Baby, please don't let me wait so long. I'm scared of my room, plan gone wrong. I can't hold it in, I play it in a song. Baby, I wanna be with you. And get the picture, we the mixture. Always calling on the phone, and you communicate and never text yet. Baby, I wanna be with you. Make me feel free, always telling me I could do anything, be anything I wanna be. Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true. Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true. When you touch me, I have to close my eyes, 'cause you take me to a place where you and I. Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true. Baby, I wanna be with you. That would be my dream come true.
Danielle. We got Danielle Black in the studio. Everybody, show some
Hello,
love.
everyone.
That was pretty hot. I have to say,
Thank you.
I like the video. I like the sound. You got a good vibe going on.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you started, or you just say whatever you want.
I started a long time, not a long time, but maybe like 5-7 years ago. I think it takes a while to develop who you are as an artist. I started out rapping recipes and realized that because I went to culinary school. And I realized that I could actually rap
better than
and
you
I
could
really
cook.
liked hip hop. I was always a hip hop girl.
Yes.
And started doing that, and then started creating melodies, and kind of just made this little mix, and I came to be Danielle Black.
I like it. And listen, I got to give you credit too, because like I sing, but like I always was into hip hop and R&B, and I always I would spit Remy Ma, Little Kim, and I would never have the balls to get up and actually like rap my own, like be a rapper, which,
Yeah.
and also, when you're like a white girl from Huntington, you're kind of like, all right, like,
Believe
you
me,
could take
I know.
you could take it like that, or you could take it like I'm actually like, I got a little thug in me deep down. But
Yeah, to be honest with you, I completely understand. For when I was doing it in the studio, it's one thing writing it and recording it and being about it. It's another thing when you're in the middle of the Bronx and you're doing a showcase, and you're like this little white girl from, I came from the Bronx, but I come from Westchester as well, and it's a little intimidating, but I'm a performer and I love to entertain, and I truly believe in myself and what I do, and I think that that's really the only thing you need once you step
Absolutely.
on stage.
100%, and that's that's a quality that I think you obviously have to have if you're going to make it in this business. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know who you are as an artist, and that's something they always tell you, right? Like American Idol. You ever watch those shows where they're like, you don't know who you are,
Right.
Like,
Right.
okay, like fuck you. Like,
Yeah.
I know who I am, but maybe
Yeah.
you need to help me figure it out.
Yeah, and believe me, in the
Give me
beginning,
a golden ticket.
I did not know who I was. I could see the light at the end of the tunnel,
Yeah.
but I was in complete darkness.
But you knew where you wanted to go.
Yeah,
and that,
exactly.
It shows now. I mean,
Yeah.
watching your video, and
Yeah.
we're gonna. I mean, I apologize because before we came on with the video, it was a video that we're gonna play later before you perform.
Right.
So this one, "Be With You." Now, was this like your first single that came out, or what?
No, this was on my first EP called. Actually, no. Be With You is on my second EP called The Black Diamond Project. We shot that in Miami when we did our first EP. What happened was we flew down to Florida to shoot 2 videos, and the first song, Treasure Chest, that was on the first EP, we shot that, and then we did this, and it was a lot of fun.
It looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
Miami.
was.
I was like,
It
we're
was.
definitely not in New York here.
I
in this
pulled
video.
up in that yellow vet, and I was like, mm-hmm.
like, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
I'm
it.
here.
Yeah.
Check me out.
Well, that's awesome. So, it's not like you said, you were in cooking school when you realized you could rap. Like, how did you like make that transition, or did you? Do you still cook? Are you still a fan of
I
cooking?
still do. I have an IG. It's called Musical Chefy. I'm like a gangster rap, and I
And
take
you
like
rap
I
while
would
you
take
cook.
like right. It's
You're like,
basically
I
like
take this.
what to do, how to do it with a little concept, and I took a whole bunch of like old school hip hop beats before I discovered that you can actually buy beats on, and own all your own shit and whatever. And I created these melodies and these concepts, and I started rapping recipes, and it's pretty
how
cool.
fun
and
is that? It's so
yeah,
different,
it is.
too.
It is fun. It is cool, and I created a whole character around it, and her name is Chefy, and check it out.
Yeah, what-
IG Musical Chefy
Musical Chefy, just
with
like
one F.
okay, so
Yeah.
CHEFY.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Because we're gonna find out about all the music, social media too, because that's what we're, obviously want to promote. But so now you performed at the Melrose Ballroom,
Where
am
I met
correct?
Linda Lynn.
I saw those. Now I unfortunately wasn't able to make that show, but I did check out your videos, and you have great stage presence. You
Thank you.
obviously know how to perform in front of an audience. Your sound is good. So the outfit. Very, very cute.
That was
with
last
the braids.
minute.
I was gonna say because the video behind you matched what you were wearing a little bit, and I was like, oh, it's like, this is like, she had this down. Like she knew what she was doing. She was ready.
I have to say, I had, a few people with me that I have to give credit for. My girl Danielle, Domenica D, and, catch her on
Who's in the
Instagram.
studio.
She's in the studio.
Say
She's
what's up,
here. It's my
girl.
girl. And, we work really hard. I mean, we really pay attention to detail. I think basically being on stage at a magnitude like that at Merrill's Ballroom, it's all about, it's like putting on a play. It's from beginning to end trying to tell a story, not just perform and play a song.
Right.
You have to really engage the audience and just get them involved. And it also involves speaking. What do you do after a song? What are you going to say? How are you going to connect with the crowd?
You could do the Irish jig. not that I condone it, but that awkward
God.
moment where you're like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Do you have any thing that you do before you go on stage that kind of calms your nerves? Do you get nervous as a performer?
I definitely have a drink.
Oh yeah.
100%.
What's your
I
go-to?
definitely have a drink.
What's your
Definitely have a
go-to
cough
drink?
drop. And I definitely pray. Me and my girls just get together. We stand in a circle. We each say something, and then we do our thing.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because they say, even the biggest names in the industry, they all get those nerves before you perform, and it's just like a rush. It's adrenaline. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're able to go out there and showcase yourself and what you do and the work that you put into everything. Like I said, I give you credit. I sing, but even Linda, what you guys do and the work that you put into the music and the performance and the videos, it all takes a lot. So
It is a lot.
when you come up with the videos and stuff, do you have people that help you create pretty much from top to bottom how the video is going to go, or is it mostly what you want in the video?
No, I have an idea in my head, and then I just work with it. I have mentors, I have people around me, and honestly, sometimes inspiration just strikes. You might have, when we went down to Florida to shoot these 2 videos, we had a kind of different concept for Treasure Chest, and it winded up not working out. There's a few people that were supposed to be involved in it behind the scenes, and they weren't, and we had to come up with a different treatment. Mm-hmm. So when we were down there, we just organically made this video, and it's I believe that it's the best video that I have.
How many videos have you done in total?
I don't even know.
How many songs do you have?
I have 12, 2 separate EPs, 6 and 6. And the first EP is Treasure Chest, and the second one's The Black Diamond Project. You can catch those both on SoundCloud. /MSD Black. And then I have my new single, Flex.
Okay.
So 13.
And now, this is something I always ask people. When you say you used to listen to rap music, who are your musical influences? And it doesn't have to just be rap music, because if I looked in when you used to say when you looked in your iPod, remember when you had an iPod? It's so old now. You're I felt like it was yesterday. I still have the first iPod
even
ever.
charge anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do they know?
Yeah, what's going on? But if somebody, this is a question I like to ask, but if somebody looked into your musical library, let's just say, on your phone or wherever the fuck it is, what would be your top 5, most recently played artists?
I have to go back
songs,
in
but
time.
artists.
So Marvin Gaye, Through the Grapevine, is my favorite. True Blue by Madonna. Johnny Cash, Biggie, Aaliyah, and those are my top 5, I think.
So you have kind of inspiration from
I
all
love
different
all
genres.
types of music. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
inspired by
That's
pretty
awesome.
much everything. Yeah.
I know, when you're a white girl in the hood, you kind of have to be, right?
You're-
I know, I was there.
You need the
I was
knowledge.
I can't let people know that I like Britney Spears and NSYNC, but I do.
Oh yeah, those
But
are my
hey,
days too. That's high school.
Yeah.
It's not
Those
my
are
go-to
years-
inspiration. It's
No.
more let's go back in time and just have a little fun.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But as far as your inspirational artists, that's great, because those are all classics, and Marvin Gaye especially. If you can't go back and pick somebody from that era, then what are you really doing with your life?
Right. I have to say Lauryn Hill too. Musically, melody-wise, and all those big timers, I'd say Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion. I've
Of
probably
course.
played out their CDs a million times.
Any girl who says they don't like them, it's you're a liar.
Yeah.
Now, what about now? What kind of artists out there now if you could do a collaboration with anybody, who would you love to work with?
Hands down, now or back then, Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
100%.
Yeah. She's
100%.
one of those artists.
She's
Any
just
song
a
that she
G.
came out
She's
with.
just I would rock out with her.
Yeah.
All day.
And anybody not in the hip, if you could pick somebody to do it that's like not in that genre, if you had to do any genre other than this genre, what would you go to? Like, what would you kind of like, oh, I'll try to work with that a little bit.
I like Kehlani. I love Bruno Mars. To me, he's just like he's just so soulful. And I have a lot of soul in me, and I think in my next project kind of want to bring that out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would say definitely Bruno Mars is one of my, hands down, I think most talented artists I think out there since Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, he's a legend. He's a legend.
He's awesome.
100.
So what like what do you have coming up? Like any shows you have coming up? Are you working on any new videos?
Yes, actually we're going to be putting together the video Flex this week. So Flex is be coming out in the next month or so. Our next show is going to be at the House of Blues in July. I don't have the exact date yet, but I'm super excited for that. That was part of the Roar Entertainment. So we did that one in Queens, so now they're bringing us out to Cali. And we're going to do that in San Diego. I'm super excited.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be so
well, good for you.
great.
I wish you nothing but the best. That's awesome stuff.
Thank you. Appreciate
so,
it. Thank you.
Now you, I know we're going to show another video and you're going to perform. How many songs are you performing tonight?
I'm just going to do Flex.
Okay. That's your newest track?
That is my newest track.
That's your baby? Mm-hmm. All right, so we got to coddle this thing. All right,
yes.
we got to treat it with love. Now, is there anything that you want to tell, like the audience or anybody out there that, you know, like something about you that stands out? Because that's one thing I feel like these days, like there's so many artists, there's so many people that are trying to build themselves a platform, and there's always like that quality that you need to have, and you definitely seem to have it in your music and in your videos. So I mean, if there's something that you can say like to the youth out there, the people, because there's a lot of effed up shit going on in this world right now, and as an artist you have to be kind of like an ambassador for people,
right?
And just be so like, is there anything like that maybe right now that you're working on as far besides your music that you'd like to get involved in? Or
oh yeah, I want to get involved in a lot of different things. I think I am a born leader. I believe I can lead. I think the most important thing I have to say is just always be you, whether it's being angry, being sad, being happy, just be you. You know, whatever you're feeling. You know, sometimes people are like, oh, you know, don't cry. No, cry. Let it out. You know, life is hard. You know, you just have to be you and just go with the flow and just accept things for how they are. You know, everything happens for a reason and nothing lasts forever. So, you know, it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Just be you.
I agree, girl. You got it. So tell everybody where they could check you out, like your social media, your website, your music.
You can catch me on IG at justdanielle.music. You can catch my 2 first EPs at soundcloud.com/MSDBlack. You can also check out my website, justdanielle.com. And you can go to iTunes or any music platform and buy my song Flex.
So we're going to actually show the video to Flex.
No, we're going to do Black Diamonds.
We're going to show
Black
Black
song
Diamonds.
was actually, this song and What You Want was on Hot 97 last year, half of 2017. And he played it out for months at a time, so I'm super excited. Black Diamonds is shit.
Nice.
Yes.
So that's the video we're going to see now.
Yes, you're going to see that now.
So we're going to watch our girl here, Danielle Black, in her video. Tell me again, because
Black Diamonds.
Black Diamonds. And then she's going to perform for us here on Could Be You TV. So make sure you check her out and stay tuned for her performance.
I walk in the store, pick it up, pick it down. I'll take it all, please, to the register. Got the bankroll, I come as I go. All black, everything I glisten, I glow. To the next level, my 3-piece suit. Like black diamonds, even on my shoes.
Like black diamonds even on my shoes. Like black diamonds even on my shoes.
On my watch and on my chain. On my finger and on my frames. On my grills and on my boot. On my wheels, don't sweat my coupe. On my nails and in my hair. In my ears, I got a pair. Broke bitch, when life ain't fair. Go crack somewhere, cause no one cares. Black diamonds. my glare. Grind for yours, keeping that's what I wear. The blind to the fact this girl can rap. The blind to the fact this girl can rap. They're blind to the fact this girl can rap. I'm not watching on my chain, on my singing, on my frames, on my grills and on my boots. On my wheels don't fit like this. On my nails and in my hair, in my ears I got a pair. Broke bitch will like it fair. Go grab some weight 'cause no one cares. Diamonds are girls' best friend. Black diamonds. Diamonds are girls' best friend. Black diamonds. Diamonds are girls' best friend. Diamonds are girls' best friend. I'm a bad bitch, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. I'm a bad bitch, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. I'm a bad bitch, I get my own money. Pool parties, I get that show money. With my hair did, and my toes too. My skin is soft. I'm so ooh at La Marina. You know how I feel. He go deep, he a Navy SEAL. I'm with my girls, trying to close the deal. Watch me flex on them and hear my tires peel. I'm a bad bitch, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. I'm a bad bitch, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. I'm a bad bitch, you gon' watch me walk by. I'm a cloud nine, but yet he's so high. With my knee highs and my thick thighs, my firm ass and the bag of cash. He want a chica, yo soy boricua. Oh mamacita, señorita. I get rica. I get rica. I'm a bad bitch, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them.
What's up, everybody? Could be UTV. What's up right now? I am Danielle Black, and you can find me at justdanielle.music. This is my new single, Flex.
I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them.
I'm a bad bitch, now watch me flex on them.
I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them.
I got my own cribs,
Now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them.
I'm a bad bitch,
Now watch me flex on them. I got my own cars, now watch me flex on them. I got my own cribs, now watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them. Watch me flex on them.
What's up, everybody? I am Danielle Black. Follow me at Just Danielle Music and get my new song Flex on iTunes. You watching? Watch me flex. Watch me flex on them.
Yeah, girl.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
job.
Thank
oh my
you.
God, amazing. Well, Danielle, thank you for coming on Could Be You
Thank you for having
TV.
me.
Shout out to your people out there.
My girl, Domenica D. Domenica D _street. Make sure you follow her.
That's
She's
right.
an artist as well. Catch her music on
Up.
SoundCloud.
She'll be on next time.
Yes, she will.
We'll get you both.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you
for
guys.
having me.
Thank you guys very much. I'm ending this video. We wanted to thank you guys. Linda, we miss you. We can't wait to have you back. Have fun in Miami, girl, and be safe, all right? We will see you guys next week,
Much love.
Tuesday, 10 p.m. Could Be You TV.
Could be you.
Bye.